Morning, everybody. I think I got everything working properly. If you're on stream and you can hear my voice, if you can just leave a 1 in the chat, I'd appreciate it. One and five. So I'm checking the economic calendar from yesterday. Give me an idea of what events led up to what played out in the last 12 hours on the charts. GDP came out for GBP yesterday. No change there. And we got ADP coming up for the US dollar in about 25 minutes. US dollar being the most prevalent currency. Any news events coming out for the dollar are going to have effect on the entire market. And as you can see, we had quite a few of them throughout the rest of the day. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get these pivot points updated. My initial impression is that this area of resistance is where the price tapped out. It looks like we're headed back down towards areas of support. Mm-hmm. But let's get these pivot areas updated. So this basically just will highlight important areas of support and resistance for me. First of all, I want to know if I'm moving lines up or down. I'm moving them down. Now hang on. I'm moving them up. So we'll start at the top. Make these a little smaller. $135.30. Feel free to ask questions in the chat at any point in time, guys. I'm just updating my support and resistance areas right now. You want to do this at least once a day at the beginning of the day. I try to do it 2 or 3 times a day because you never know when they're going to update. $133.74. $132.86. We're headed towards support area 1 right now. 132.18. And 131.29. 298 to be exact. Okay. Zoom in a bit on the daily. One of the things I really like about TradingView is different Perspectives, the ability to adjust the perspective by changing the size of the chart, how close together the prices are, etc., etc. We got that news coming in 17 minutes, if this is still correct. Yeah, as it comes out at 8:15, 8:14 roughly. Hoping that'll get us some movement towards this next pivot point, which is about 24 pips away. Thinking about entering a sell with a target profit of about 132.88, right above that support area 1, just in case there's no breakthrough there, or the price decides to pierce the line but end up bouncing back towards the north. But I do think I would like to go ahead and catch this next support test. And I'm looking at the pound on the strength meter. Oh, you know what? I hope this is set up right where you can see everything. I had to figure out if you can see everything or not later on. I forgot to make sure my camera was set up where you could see me in the screen, but it's all good. Let's find that short position. We got 133.11, which is where the price is right now as a possible entry. I said the target profit would be 132.88. Bless. Bless. Perfect. So that's exactly what my position looks like. Bless you. So we basically setting our stop loss right above the previous peak or most recent peak, which was right here at 133.34. Our stop loss is 133.35. Target profit is right above support area 1 for like a quick 22. What is that? 11, 21, 25 pips will be the target profit here. Just checking for questions real quick. And we got the news coming in 12 minutes. Okay.
I'm fine.
Can't tell if you can see my camera or not. I think I gotta put this on here every time I go live. So my fault if you guys couldn't see the camera throughout the video, but I know you could see the screen. Boom. Put myself down there in the corner. Should be good to go. So we got the cloud working against us here on the M5. Vertical lines on the conversion and the baseline. So we're not trending strong this morning for the first of the month. But it does look like we're getting ready to hit that target profit at least. Progressing nicely so far. And then even over here on the daily, you can see where over the last 3 days, the price just kind of exhausted itself above that R1 area where these wicks are on top of each candle. So as far as price structure and candlestick structures are concerned, it's definitely looking like a sell in my opinion. Zoom this out so I can find the cloud. Yeah, we got a bearish cloud on a daily structure. Where did that message just come in at? HTTPS AMGP GU 7XR ZU. What's Telly Bailey? Can't find him. There he is. Okay. Alright, how far we got into this news? 5 minutes till ADP news. Forgot today was April Fool's Day. Gotta watch out for that. People trying to get me. And so we got pretty close to the target profit. And then a mile retracement. I still expect to hit that S1 level for a test of support, whether we get a breakthrough or not, which is why my target profit is right here, right above the S1. Now, yeah, this could play out. If this is good, they're expecting excellent news for the US dollar, because last time ADP was negative 150. Let me just make sure I'm understanding the relationship properly. Measure the number of employed people. Generally speaking, a rise in this indicator has positive implications. Yeah. So this works clockwise, not counterclockwise. So the better the number, the better the result. Last time it was negative 150. This time they're expecting positive 183. So that's a complete 360 in the opposite direction. If this is true, then the dollar should look good, which in turn I'm pretty sure would cause the pound to look good. No. See, I need to look back into that relationship. Yeah. If if it's good news for the dollar, it should actually cause the pound to go down. So that would be good for our position, which means what they are expecting to happen is in favor of what I'm expecting to happen. So unless something unexpected happens with the news, we should definitely hit this target profit right above S1. You see, we didn't even break into the stop loss territory whatsoever, so this was a fairly good entry. I'm still looking at the strength meter and the pound. Let's see if I can see my iPad. The pound is literally on the ground in the short term. I turn this so you can see it. Trying to figure out where I need to move it for you to be able to see it, but it's delayed, so it's a little confusing. But basically, I'm watching the strength meter to see if the pound is going to spike up, which would cause me to abandon this position. So as long as you have your eyes in enough places, you also don't want to overwhelm yourself with too much data. Now we got ADP coming in hot, about 60 seconds, which my guess is going to be a positive number, even if it's not as high as 183. Anything above negative 150 should give the US dollar strength and the Great Britain pound some issues, if I'm not mistaken. But I do want to look back into that relationship. I'm thinking about GU, but there is also USDJPY, so it's not clear cut and simple. But we're going to find out in about 57 seconds. 55. So you see on my FX book, we actually get a countdown by the second once you're underneath a minute. I like to see that because it gives me confidence that my server isn't lagging and I'm not about to miss out on it. Oh yeah, see, we definitely about to hit this target profit, so that was a good call. We have any questions in the stream? No questions. I'm gonna try to get this posted so you can rewatch it, but basically all I did was check the overall trend on a few time frames, looked at a few different perspectives. Yeah, see, I would have cashed that out right there at my target profit if it didn't cash out. Let me see. Oh yeah, that was the news release, that noise just now. So all right, it came out at negative 27,000, which once again was nowhere near as high as they thought it would be. But because it was a higher number, a lower negative number, but a higher number than what was predicted in negative 150, this is actually good news for the US dollar. That's why it's highlighted in green. And it actually caused the mild retracement right there at the support area, but I'm still thinking that good news for the dollar causes trouble for the pound. And I'm looking at the strength meter, the pound is still on the ground. I would hold this position. It's hit target profit now, so that was a good call. At this point, we're just looking to see if this is going to be a breakthrough. Once again, that was good news for the dollar, so it's causing GBP pairs to drop more than likely. If I check GBP USD is going to drop as well as those other GBP pairs. So this isn't officially a breakthrough until 8:20 a.m. when we get a new candle. If we can get this new candle to materialize underneath S1, I would start looking into entering an additional sell position. Only thing is you want to keep in mind is that the last few times this level was broken is that there were retracements that brought the price back above S1. So we need a clear-cut sign of a new expansion down below to the next area of support. But as long as we can stay below S1 here, my guess would be that we're going to have a downtrending day due to ADP news being good for the US dollar. And there are some other news events coming out throughout the rest of the day. ISM. I'm not really too familiar with ISM, but two of these are high priority, and both of these are less than 2 hours away. So we're going to get these before the London market close. So just keep that in mind if you're in the market looking for short positions right now. What I would be looking for is for a clear cut breakthrough on this S1 level, and it doesn't look like we're going to get it right now. So I'm good with my 25 pips on that one trade. And I'll be looking for a breakthrough or a sign of another retracement, meaning that the price is going back up towards the pivot point. But I believe we're going to have a bearish day for GJ. Okay. So there's the pivot point up there, 133.74. You can see here on the M15, the Ikemoku cloud has been bearish for the last few hours. On the H1, we have more bearish structure. So yeah, I like the downtrend. Even though over here on the daily, there is some divergence. But I do believe that the downtrend is just starting to present itself on the daily time frame. Like I said earlier, where the price exhausted itself over here, it just looks like we're headed down unless we get some kind of rally point for the pound. And there is no news tomorrow for the pound. And then, of course, Friday being the first Friday of the month, we have non-farm payroll, do we not? I see unemployment. Yeah, non-farm payroll. So Friday's going to be a big day. I may go ahead and do another live trading session on Friday, right around the non-farm payrolls news release. And then you guys will get a chance to see how that plays out as well. But unless we have any questions right now, oh, hang on. I'm not seeing what you're looking at on my FX book. Can you see my screen, or do you mean you just don't understand what I'm looking at on my FX book?
This one.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I think it's Quelly
Bucket.
Naguva. It says I'm not seeing what you're looking at on my FX book. Are you able to see my screen and see the words, or are you just not understanding how I'm breaking it down? See if I can get a response from him. But other than that, if you guys don't, there we go. No on my end. Okay. So he's saying he can't see the screen. If that's the case, then I need to figure out what's going on the technical side. I'm going to watch this back as soon as I end it. If that is the case, then I have to figure out how to fix that before the next stream. Oh, what's up, bro? Tally. I didn't even realize that was you with the name on the account. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why you can't see the screen. The feedback on my live stream is showing that it shows the screen and my camera there, because this little box right here I'm looking at is showing my stream just in a delayed format. So when I go over here to the chart, I go over here to my FX book, and then I come back to my live stream, it should show it right in this box that I went to those options. See? So maybe it's a issue on your end. But either way, I'm a repost this so you can rewatch it from the beginning anyway. And hopefully then you'll be able to see everything. I can't see the data you were showing. Okay, you can see my screen. So you may just need, it may be a way for you to zoom in on your device, or if you were watching this on your phone, maybe it'd be easier to see if you were on a computer, since I'm showing my actual desktop and not sharing the screen on my phone. Or maybe if I just make the screen bigger. So now I have the window full size. Let me know if that helps out any at all. If you can see the data now, then I know next time I do a live stream. Any questions at all? When I go on to my FX book, I don't see the data you're showing. Oh, okay. I will need to do a session and work on how to use my FX book then. Maybe it's something in the settings possibly. Because whether you're on phone or desktop, there should be a settings button somewhere on the screen where you can select which currencies you want news to appear for, which priorities you want news to appear for. Maybe you only have one priority selected instead of all priorities. But if you mess around with the settings, you should be able to get to the bottom of why you're not seeing the same data I'm seeing. And if you have any more issues with that, just send me a message and I'll be happy to help you get it figured out. But I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream so I can get my daughter some breakfast. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me and I'm going to try to post this up so you guys can watch it back from the beginning. But have a good day and good luck with your trading. And watch out for the April Fool's jokes because people bored and they going to be playing a lot today.